Hello there, welcome back to France. Last time we had a couple of losses against Lithuanian forces, again. Kind of my bad since I'm not paying too much attention, so I have no excuse there. But we're going to continue this time, and the goal here is of course to, to some degree just level Austria, get them out of the picture. And once we've done that, we'll probably find another war against Scandinavia here. They still are with England and Magdeburg, but the truce is up, so we can hand everything back to Denmark, should we so desire. But the goal is basically now to get Austria and its tiny nations out of this war. It should be possible very soon. Newfoundland has been created from the English, which is not too bad. It will do the trick. I can't complain. We'll just have to leave things as they are. But anyways, we'll continue what we've been doing here in Brandenburg. So I'll continue the sieges, and we'll see here what happens. But with the fall of Wien here, Austria, are you feeling peaceful today? Yes. If they, as you can see, I'll gain 16.7 aggressive expansion by doing this, but Hungary will basically be complete and Croatia will be complete. So I think we'll make this deal. It gets Austria and these tiny little nudges of land out of it, and all I really need to do then is just potentially overrun a tiny bit of Lithuania, and then potentially do a full siege of Brandenburg. So I'm pretty sure we can just go ahead and make this deal. It shouldn't be problematic at all. And on the positive side here, we end up in a situation where I now have a lot of troops that I can use for, well, wars against Lithuania. So I might have to just move my troops here up to, up to a position where they can be put to use, more or less. But that isn't too important right now. What we'll be doing, of course, is moving forward, getting the sieges on the few more castles of Lithuania. And as I said, that should, in theory, bring them to Milan broke their alliance with us. That is perfectly fine. Poland, Lorraine, Switzerland, and Gallura. Well, I kind of liked having Milan around, but if they don't want to be my ally, then I won't force them. No, you are not getting free trade power. The reason why I built this tiny little fleet here is because I'm going to use it to transport troops in the New World when I start, getting a little bit more aggressive in the colonization aspect. Can't I just join you into an army and put the Vergeners in charge, and we're going to destroy that, hopefully, Lithuanian army. Berlin has fallen, good. But I find it hilarious in terms of war score here. From battles will probably be -7, as you can see. So we haven't been too good in battles, sadly. We'll have to fix that. Magdeburg is actually still in the war, so why not we just siege them? Potsdam has come under our control. Yeah, we're slowly but surely making our way forward here. I'm pretty sure that the only troops they have left now is currently Lithuanian forces that are, being helpful here. But other than that, I think we are pretty much done. I think I can get Lithuania out of it right now, actually. Yeah, as you can see, I can get Lithuania out of it. But I can't have them pay me war reparations. I actually want to have them pay me war reparations. I'm very tempted to just go ahead and keep this war going to humiliate them, to get a tiny bit of power protection against them. So I think we might keep the war with Lithuania going just for the sake of power protection. It will give me extra points, which will be very useful. So all in all, it's probably for the best to just keep on fighting, if you will. But enough about that. As you can see here, the Brandenburg forces are basically, done for to some degree. So, oh, they actually popped up a new force. Where are you going? Oh, they're going to hunt down some forces here. That's interesting. Let's see, good old King Louis. Can I walk into the Hanse's land? Nope. Can I get military access from the Hanse? Pretty sure I can. There we go. Military access has been granted, and with that, we'll go, into their land. Let's see here. We still need to covertly fabricate claims on Murom and Alatyr, amongst other things. That's actually kind of genius of Lithuania here. I barely noticed it. They have a 15,000 army. I didn't actually know that I shared a border with them on that side, so that's my bad. but still. We're just going to keep on moving forwards here. Taking down Lithuania will be, as I said, a way to gain some power protection again, and that will be very, very useful in the future, I think. So it's basically for my benefit that I'm doing this, and no other reason. But right now we're just going to keep on doing it. I'll show you if there's any bigger battles, as per the norm. But unless something actually happens, I'll probably just sit here and be rather peaceful and quiet. They occupied this and then ran back, apparently, so no worries. But, A lot of these fortress stops don't actually make too much sense, but that's fine. But anyways, here we are winning, which is the important part. So we're just going to keep on going, see how it turns out. And there's no good reason for me here to actually get attrition. Saint John has become a full-fledged colony. Very good. Let's just finish it off then with McMac here. And I was supposed to send that 6,000 or 6th Fleet Navy to pick up the troops that are currently stationed here, because we want to send it to South America to help out with, well, some other colonies. We'll do that. Oh, you see, you resieged something. How devious of you. Braslab has come under our control now. But yeah, basically I'm just sieging the fortresses, and I'll be sieging enough for them to humiliate Lithuania. Potentially force them to release something too. They're kind of becoming a little bit too big, a little bit too dangerous. So we'll have to see here. What makes them a little bit too dangerous is the fact that they basically have the military potential of me. That's the truth. They have the military potential of me. They have max military attack. They're kind of scary, but we're beating them still, so I guess I shouldn't be talking. But in a sense, we do need to deal with them, and this is probably just the best way. Hopefully, by beating them here, causing some war exhaustion, could potentially force some nations to be released, things like that. So that's the plan. Let's see how it works out. Doesn't seem like there's much more than taking provinces myself that I can do that will actually give me more power possession, and it's actually tempting to take a couple of provinces just due to this, but I'm a little bit unsure how that will work out. I don't have anyone in the area that I can actually hand anything over to, which is kind of bad. And coring these things would not be that expensive, but it wouldn't be exactly cheap either. Well, it wouldn't actually be that expensive, to be perfectly honest, and we do have a fair bit of admin points right now. So I think we could actually afford this. It's still 6 years. So I'm tempted to take just 4 provinces here. Humiliate, take 4. And basically use that as grounds to get my power projection here up over 50. We can also embargo potentially a rival. Oh, they actually re-sieged Polotsk that quickly. That was a lot quicker than I anticipated. Anyways, we'll just have to keep on sieging here. We'll see what happens. Shouldn't be a big problem anyways. They did attack my Danish forces here, which is not good. Let's put in our general of this army and meet everyone up there. Centralized state, very good. Let's see, what can I do to help? Not really that much. Let's see. I should probably send more forces here to Lithuania, but I don't think it's actually necessary. It's just that it will take a little bit longer time to get everything to where it should be. But other than that, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Since we re-siege Polotsk here, we should be, well, perfectly capable of dealing with, well, anything that's actually thrown against us, so I wouldn't be too concerned. See, Alatyr. Are you at war with Lithuania Hazan-Shervan? Huh, I might end up in a situation here where I have to attack Lithuania to take Moscow if I don't play my cards right. But I'm also tempted to keep the war going here because it will weaken Russia in the long run. It will weaken Russia to have that war going, but I'm a bit unsure how I want to do this. Poland, do I have military access with you? There we go. So you send these guys over to help too. We should still be able to win this battle even though I don't have a general and I was outnumbered, but doesn't seem to be the case. Let's run to, well, Bohemia apparently. Don't have any generals I can put in charge, which is sad. I could go one up on military tech, don't really want to. Give me some combat width, which is actually rather powerful. I think we'll invest this once here into military, probably twice. There we go. Into military here on the capital, basically to get the Grand City thing. Thingamajig. I think I also need to learn to not split up my forces as much. I think we'll focus on basically taking these two fortresses now first, and then we can focus on taking these two down here. So I'll try not to split them up too much. That was a tactical error. But we'll keep this going and we'll see what happens. Sorry, we've completed Siege of Polotsk, and with that we can now use this force here to attack Lithuania. So going to Vilnius, and the goal is of course to take them out there, rather than allowing them to continue this, well, fighting. And it's going pretty well. We also had the Bohemian forces incoming too, so I think it should be looking up in terms of fighting capabilities. The Russians are sieging some land. So all in all, it should probably help. But as I said, with Lithuania, I think the best thing is to... I would love to take some land too, but again, I don't think it's prudent on me. So I think we'll just humiliate them in this one, and then we can do something more next time. So let's just go ahead and humiliate them, take some power protection. It helps a little bit, as you can see with morale, fort defense, legitimacy, leads without upkeep, things like that, apparently. So I have an extra leader now, which is good, but... we'll have to see how we want to utilize that. Now, these guys will be sent home, and we'll be preparing now for a war against Russia pretty much right away. I'm kind of tempted to wait though, because waging war on Russia right away means that Lithuania will have the opportunity to beat Russia very easily. So I don't think it would be too prudent of me to actually just start the war right away. So I think we're just going to wait a tiny bit before we do that. I'll probably fight, let's see here. Scandinavia, England, and that kind of thing. So let's see, it gives me 6.3. I'm tempted to take this just to get a little bit of a beachhead, as I said. Greifswald and Berlin are both castles, so yeah. I'm very tempted to that, to get that little bit of beachhead, but I think we'll just take Greifswald and Berlin, and then we can fabricate claims and keep on going that way. So, how about you give up claims in Poland and Bohemia, too? I'm not planning to fight them anytime soon, so a high cost, well, peace deal doesn't really mean anything to me. It's basically just, well, a way to keep them in check. But yeah, this should definitely keep. We've definitely done one of the things now. We'll take Moscow and Wien in the next couple of wars. Austria is actually losing here to Württemberg, Bavaria, and Brabant, so I can't complain about that. It's wonderful. We'll decline that. Croatia, how are you doing? Oh, 90-200 from Hungary here. Personal and 30 diplomatic power. Do I want to start the annexation now? Let's see, we do definitely want to keep on improving relations with Croatia here. I think I want to start the annexation of Hungary, to be perfectly honest. It's going to be expensive, of course. But the map will look a lot prettier once Croatia and Hungary has both been annexed, and of course I would like to take that from Bohemia, but it's not likely. So let's see here. Well, I guess that's fine. We will get a new military dude. Guess we'll have to get that one. And I don't think we want to use anything here in terms of idea sets, because we're already losing power because we're annexing Hungary and Genoa. So we'll have to see about that. But for the time being, we will we'll prepare for a war here against Scandinavia. I think we'll fight Scandinavia and England first, and then we can deal with potential problems afterwards. And with that, we'll take actually all the forces we have in these two provinces out, because there's no need to keep them there at the current time. Didn't you board? There we go. And as I said, I'll be sending them to, should probably just send them to Skåne, but I can send the other forces to Skåne and then we'll be fine. But as I said, we're going to just try and recreate Denmark, and boom, then we suddenly have Scandinavia under our control. So it's going to be interesting, but I'll just prepare for the war, and I'll be back very, very soon. We're going to end it here, but next time I think we're going to have another war against, well, the English, and of course also Scandinavia, as well as Russia. Basically, Scandinavia might actually cease to exist as a whole of that war. They might have 1 or 2 provinces left. I'll look to show what we can actually take in that one war, but we'll figure that out. Russia will be slimmed even further down. We'll have to just see how the war with Lithuania goes, but it seems to be going in the Russians' favor, thanks to Lithuania now being at war with the Kansans and the Ottomans, as well as Hansa, Oldenburg, and Utrecht. So Lithuania has pissed someone off, and right now Lithuania is getting, well, hammered for it. It's mostly due to, well, my orchestrating, if you will. Not really too much that can be done about that, sadly. But currently we will probably go after a war against Scandinavia and also England. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.